Hello, I'm Karen Elgersma, celebrating Victoria's Inner Harbour, and you're watching Go Island on Shaw TV. On today's show, what it takes to pull off a zero-waste conference for 7,000, and the art of being a barber. All that and more on Go Island. Hello, thank you so much for joining us on Go Island. We are in Victoria's beautiful Inner Harbour, one of the prettiest places I think in the whole world. And we are going to celebrate this harbour, aren't we? We are going to celebrate Victoria's Harbour like we have never celebrated before. Tell us all the exciting thing that's going on. It's too much.
You were so excited.
I'm so excited.
We need more of you.
Yes.
Victoria is got this treasure. It's our harbour, and it's the heart of Victoria. And so we started a society that was all about celebrating our harbour, and we celebrate our Harbour Day each year. This is our third annual. It's grown from just a little tiny, a couple of kayak races.
Yes.
And some speeches and, talking about how precious our harbour is, into something today that it's on Father's Day this year, was last year. So we've had so many families come down and enjoy our harbour. So many locals and tourists alike have come and seen this.
Because it's a big party and everybody wants to be part of a party. So if you're down here, you just come and join in.
So a lot of our community has. The harbour ferries have come.
Yes.
We have Point Hope shipyard that is part of this. They have tours of Point Hope. This year I've got to go and have a tour. Victoria Harbour Authority has come on board, so Greater Victoria Harbour Authority has been very supportive at this.
And there's so much going on in the harbour. There's so many changes. We have the new Bateman Centre, of course, so it's just the harbour just continues to grow and change and become more beautiful.
Well, we also realize the other activities. There's all the recreation that goes on in our harbour.
Like down below. Look at these. Hey guys, say hello. Look at these, the dragon boats. I mean, who doesn't love the Dragon Boat Fest every year? But one of the things I love about it is how busy our harbour is. And often you will see, whether it's a dragon boat or rowers, they'll be practicing, they'll be working. It's so fun. You guys are gonna be a part of Harbour Day? Yeah. Woo!
Right on.
Very cool. Is it a lot of fun in those things?
Do you want to show us how?
Show us a trick.
Run? Do you want to take a run out?
Huh. They even have a pirate. I'm a bit biased because you know what my favorite thing about the whole weekend is?
What's that?
The sand sculpture.
Oh, sand sculptures.
I'm telling you, building a sand castle has to be one of the most joyful experiences down at a beach. And tell us about who we have.
Did you know that we have, I believe it's 7 world champion sand sculptors that live right here in Victoria?
Amazing, that's amazing.
Fred Dobbs heads up the team, and we got him involved last year. He is just an incredible artist and such a nice guy.
Well, we're gonna go and learn a little bit about how to build a sandcastle in just a moment, but first, imagine putting on a green conference where your goal was to have zero waste. Well, that would be a challenge, but imagine if you had to do it for 7,000 people. Well, you, Vic, just pulled it off, and our very own Jen Moranitz was there. Wow, way to go, you, Vic. Thank you for bringing us that inspiring story, Jen Moranitz. We're here in Victoria's Inner Harbour, probably one of the best places to hang out on any given day. But you know what? On Father's Day, it's going to be the place to be because we are celebrating the harbour on Harbour Day. And one of the things that will be happening is sand sculpting. Now tell me, first of all, about some of the workshops and things that will be happening down here in the Inner Harbour.
Well, there's going to be 5 sand sculptors down here with 14 tons of sand. And we primarily will be doing an exhibition piece with that 14 tons of sand.
Yeah.
But we will be doing workshops, 4 of them during the afternoon.
How fun is that? I've always wanted to learn. You see those big sand sculpting competitions and you think, how do they do that? So tell me some of the tricks. Like there are tricks, aren't there?
Yeah, well, one of the tricks is to get the sand just right. So you got to get the sand wet, you have to get it densely compacted. And when you have that, then you can start using an array of these tools. So you can see a lot of masonry trowels, and you can see some of these. This is actually a pastry knife. And one of the other things you might want to do is consider what you're going to do that day, because you don't want to wear your best clothes, right?
No.
Karen.
I know.
She wore her best blazer.
I'm wearing jeans. Like that's my best.
So what we're going to do with the sand sculptor is we're going to portray the 4 key elements of the harbor, and how everything kind of works together. We're celebrating the harbor with things like industry, recreation, the environment, and the First Nation culture.
Beautiful.
So we're combining all that. I've created a little tiny model right here which illustrates that. So we have the harbor boat that's here. Over on this side is a First Nations piece. It's kind of like a whale, if you will, coming out of the water. And here is a little harbor seal, which is part of our, and this is what I'm doing here today. It's a small version of what we would do in a large version next weekend.
Well, if you want to learn some of these tricks and also just see the magic, there's something about watching the sand created into beautiful pieces of art. It's magical. You'll have to come down Sunday. Victoria's Inner Harbour, Fisherman's Wharf, stuff going on all over. We're going to tell you more about some of the cool things happening in just a moment. But first, the barbershop. We all used to sort of think Dad goes to the barbershop, gets a little haircut, comes home. Well, there's a whole new tradition with the barbershop, and our very own Paul Ballstein checked it out. We're celebrating Victoria's beautiful Inner Harbour, and no better way to celebrate it than having tons of activities, including sand sculpting. Exactly. You are such an incredible sand sculptor and a sculptor, Fred.
I bet she says that to all the guys.
No, you are incredible, the stuff that you do. And you were saying that you could literally do this every day. There's so much demand right now.
Yeah, and you could actually work all over the world doing this kind of stuff.
And where'd you just get back from?
I just got back from South Korea.
Just saying. And what were you doing there?
Building a sand sculpture.
Of course you were.
Yeah. Because why? Because that's what I do.
That's what you do. Isn't that crazy? Teach me a trick. So how do I do this?
Well, this is a Willy sphere, and for a long time, sand sculptors had problems doing perfect circles. So with this sphere, with this tool, you can make a sphere by simply pressing down and rotating this around the sand. Push it down a bit.
Push it down.
Push it down, and then keep the pressure on there.
Keep the pressure on. That's the key. Okay.
Yeah. And then, look at that. A ball is forming.
Ball is forming.
Yes.
And as I continue to form the perfect ball,
there it is.
We're going to take just a quick break. But when we come back, Kim Rock is going to tell us all the cool things that are happening in town, all the concerts, and we're going to continue to find out what's going on in Victoria's Inner Harbour on Father's Day. Thank you, Kim Rock. We're here in beautiful Victoria's Inner Harbour, and this weekend, Father's Day, Sunday, absolutely must come down. We actually have decided that we think that Harbour Day is probably one of the biggest days in the Inner Harbour outside of Symphony Splash. Have to come down. There's so much going on, including sand sculpting and sand sculpting workshops. Now, of course, you were able to do a seal. Yeah, if I give you a picture of me, could you?
You want me to put your face in the sand?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's put her face in the sand, folks.
We have to take a quick break, but stay with us. Welcome back to Go Island. We are getting all ready to celebrate Victoria's Harbour. And in order to celebrate it properly, we have to celebrate the working part of our harbour. And here we're at Point Hope Maritime. What goes on here, Kathy?
Hi, Karen, and we're delighted to have you come. So this is Point Hope Maritime, is where we have a ship repair and maintenance facility. It's probably, it's believed to be Victoria's first shipyard. So we're celebrating 140 years of shipbuilding and ship repair and maintenance, and we're inviting the public to come in as part of Celebrate the Harbour.
And what makes this so special is that it is such a unique opportunity to see this incredible place, because you can't normally come down here because it's a working area. It's dangerous to come down here normally, so they have made it safe and fun for you to come. And this, if you look around, this place is extraordinary to see the work that goes into repairing these boats. Like, look at this turntable, it's fantastic. So on Sunday, when you come down to Victoria's Inner Harbour, make sure that you hop on a little pickle boat. They'll take you out here, and employees will be giving tours all day, and it really is something to see the behind the scenes work here. Now we're going to tell you a way that you can celebrate summer, because it is summer just around the corner, and we are going to give you a road trip idea. Tell me what's happening on Sunday.
On Sunday, we're celebrating the harbor from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. There's walking tours, there's paddle boating, there's boat rides. You can take the harbor ferry, you can come to Point Hope, see what's going on behind the scenes at the shipyards.
Like right now, look at that. How sexy is that?
Lots going on. Music and food, too.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's such a neat way for us to celebrate where we live, because when you live on the water, the harbor is like a highway.
It is.
It really is a big part of our lifestyle.
It connects us all.
It does. If people want more information, is there a website anywhere they can go to find out about the events on Sunday?
CelebrateVictoriaHarbour.ca.
There you go. Thank you so much for watching. We look forward to seeing you Sunday in the Victoria beautiful Inner Harbor. It will be so much fun. See you then.